All right, so we're going to go through the quick little, I guess, just to get you comfortable with the entire store setup. Now, normally you have a dashboard here on the right that tells you your visitors, your sales for the day, and everything like that. But Shopify will walk you through everything you need to get started, but so will I. So we're going to go up here at the top left is just the home button, excuse me, and you'll be able to come back here at any time. Now you have the home. Now orders, this is where you'll be able to manage all your orders and see the customer data, essentially who they are reflecting, like where they ordered from, if you need to send them their email, all their contact info, what credit card they used to pay with. This is going to be great. So this is the just general order section. I won't worry about this until you actually made orders, but now we're gonna go down to products. Products are just essentially, we're gonna go over how to import products from AliExpress and how to get those going. But to start off, just know that this is where you'll be able to manage all of them, all their details, everything of the sort. Collections is the only other thing I'd like to highlight here. Creating collections is a great way to organize your store. I'm not going to go into too much of site design in this course, but that is something for you to play around with, whatever your niche is. I can't necessarily narrow that down to who you are, but it's very, very easy to do a drag and drop scenario with the online store. Just be comfortable that collections are a way to organize and go from there. Customers, this later on is very, very important for email marketing because you can get in contact with your customers at any time, and email marketing is a great way to get people on board with your brand. Now, even though you are just creating a dropshipping business, you can still be identified as a brand. And even though you're shipping products from China, you're still an entity that is capable of identifying itself. And email marketing is very, very crucial. Later on in this course, I will go over how important it actually is. And the reason why most people fail is actually because they don't understand email marketing and other things like that. But I'm going to break that down and go from there. Analytics, this is essentially where you can see data about your customers, average order data, who is a repeat customer, average order value. This is very important for scaling. But as a beginner, I wouldn't worry about too much about these reports. I would look at them later on, though. Discounts are essentially made for managing everything on the store. If you want to give someone a coupon code, a lot of times what we do is if a customer has an issue or like the order gets delayed, we'll give them a coupon, or if you're just trying to run a promotion. Very self-explanatory. Apps, we're going to have a whole section dedicated to this. We will actually be using Overlow, which you can see here. But for now, just know that this is where we're going to, we'll explain it later on. So don't worry about that for now. Online store. Themes are essentially the precursor and not precursor, but essentially the layout that is custom coded into your website. It's what makes Shopify so easy to use. If you're creating a website and you're not familiar with coding, it is all done for you. And I can actually just hop in here to show you how easy it is to edit and mess around with a website. But essentially, you'll have your header. You can upload your logo, which will appear up top here. You can select this whole section here. You can add images. You can really deck this out. Now the collections, I mentioned them earlier, can be used to organize the home page. You can add custom collections. Let's say you don't like this one. You can go here and you're like, okay, I want 4 rows. And it's going to update that. And then you could even type this in. So you say like, let's say hats, right? It's going to have all our hats. Or then you could actually go down here and select like hats. All right. Now going on, this is pretty self-explanatory. I would encourage you to get familiar with this on your own because every theme is going to be different. There's a wide variety of free themes, and I will go back to here to show you. If you want to go, you can explore the free themes and install those. Those are a great way to mess around with your store's design. But right now, I think that like in terms of like, is an expensive theme worth it? No, I think that save your money, make some money first. When you want to really set yourself apart as a brand and you start making some money, I would really recommend to maybe go get a new theme, but it's not even required, to be honest. None of my stores use any premium themes, and I've done this for 7-8 months, so don't even sweat that for now. Blog posts are essentially, you've heard of a blog. They're a way to get free traffic with search engines. So let's say you ran a survival store, you'd use a blog post to direct people to your Shopify store through Google. So like the top 10 survival tools, and then you can maybe link back to your store back there. Now this is a great way to make money if you have literally zero money to spend on advertising, but it does take a long time for Google to pick up your website, and search engine optimization is an entirely different game than anything that I use. But if you want to look into that, I'd recommend that. We won't really be going over search engine optimization too much because of how we want to get you to making money quick, and we want you to make money so you can feel motivated and want to continue working on this business. This is something you do maybe later to cover all ends of traffic, but for now, that's what a blog post is. Pages are essentially used to line up your you can have a return policy, your FAQ, your contact info, everything of the sort there. Now we're moving on to navigation. This is essentially the footer bar on your website. So at the top here, you could say like, okay, let's have the catalog. Then let's have like, you could have like what's like search, or you could have hats, or you could do any collection up here. This is essentially, you can link them to anything. So if you want to link them to the blog on the website, this is what this is used for. Domains. You can buy a domain through Shopify themselves. However, it is probably the easiest to buy it through them. I will say that. If you can go to like namecheap.com, and I think it's like $3 for a domain. I think it's a little bit more expensive with Shopify, but they set it up for you automatically. There's tutorials on setting it up elsewhere, but I'm not going to include that today because I'm just going to be using the standard Shopify domain going forward. So preferences, this is where you'd want to edit and update all of like your name. So like where's Cesare store, and a meta tag is essentially for search engine optimization, but for now you don't have to worry about that. Facebook pixel, we will get into setting this up later. This is incredibly important. Essentially what the Facebook pixel is it'll help us do marketing later on, and it's so important that you cannot do this without it. The password protection is going to be left on the page until you sign up for a plan. Now you don't have to. Like I said, the free trial will go on for a while, and even if you do sign up, the free trial will be extended until the date that your trial ends. So I'm going to leave that at that for now, and we will move on to the next section.